Good morning, Professor. I'm Ernest Tan from SS1 Group 6, and my group mates are Elijah, Shawki, and Ray. Today, I will be presenting and demonstrating our group's STARS Planner application. Let us begin the demonstration. I will first be presenting the functionalities available to students, followed by administrators. Our application starts at the login user interface. After entering my username, an option to choose the domain will be given. If I choose the wrong domain that does not correspond with my username, an error is returned, as seen here. Next, I will enter in an incorrect password. As you can see, an error is shown if the password that is entered is incorrect. Right now, I'll be entering the correct username, domain, and password. As you can see, access to the portal is not available yet for this account, as the login is before the allowed period. So for demonstration, I will now log into another account where login access has been granted. Shown here is our student menu. First, we can view the list of available courses and the list of available indexes for each course to make a decision on what courses to add this semester. Seen here, there are 4 possible courses to take, and I want to check the index for, let's say, 2002. As you can see, there are 3 indexes that can be taken. Now I want to check if 1001 has a vacancy. And in fact, it does, has 30 vacancies. So now moving on, I want to register my course. I will add the course code, followed by the index of the course that I want. If I enter a course code 2002 or CZ2002, as you can see, these are all errors as they are not corresponding with any of the course codes here. So if I want to register 2002, I will enter 2002. And now I'll choose any index number and confirm. If I choose Y, I'll confirm to add, and if I choose N, my confirmation will be revoked and I'll be moved back to the main menu. So as you can see, my index has been successfully added. I can now check that it is in fact added, and you can see that it is 2002 with an index number 1001. Now, I want to register my next course, CZ2006. Let's say I want to type CZ2002 again to try. As you can see, the registered course is already found because you have already registered. So the system knows not to re-register you again. Now, I'll register 2006. And I'll just choose any of the index numbers. As you can see, there's a clash in the lesson timetable, and the course is not registered here. So I'll try again for the next index number, 1012. As you can see, there's another clash again. So that means if I want to do 2006 this semester, I have to change the index number of my 2002 in order to accommodate. So I'll use option 4, change index number of course. So right now, I want to change my index number from 1001 to, let's say, 1003. And I confirm the change. Now if I check my timetable again, you can see that it is indeed changed to 1003. Now I'll be registering 2006 again. This time I'll choose 1012, and as you can see, it is added successfully, shown here again. Now I'll try to register my third course, CZ2003. And I'll choose any of the index numbers, let's say 1005. And I'll confirm yes to add. As you can see, there are 0 vacancies in this course, and therefore a notification for the waitlist pops up. And if we print the timetable, we can see that it is indeed on waitlist, unlike the others which have been registered. So right now, I'll be dropping a course. However, I'll be showing it on a different account. So this student has actually 2003 and the 1005 registered. So if I drop the course on this student, it should register on the other student. So right now, I will drop CZ2003 for this student, and I confirm yes or no. Once again, the usual course code errors apply. So with that, I check, and it is indeed dropped for this student. I'll log out, and I'll go back to my original student. Now if I print, you can see that my computer graphics 2003 has been changed from the waitlist to registered. Next is the peer index swap. So if I choose 5, I can swap an index number. Let's say I have a friend who is doing another index number and I want to shift to that index number. I can do that. So I'll enter in my peer's username as well as my peer's password and enter the course code I want to change, let's say 2002. Now, it will check if both of these students have registered for the course. If yes, it will show this message to enter in the index number of the student. So now enter in the index number 1003, which is mine, and the next student's, which is 1002. So I confirm that I want to change the index number. Yes. As you can see, the index number has been successfully swapped. However, if there is a clash, this system can check for that as well. Let's say I enter in another student and I want to change 2003. I want to change my course code of 1005 with my friend's 1007. As you can see, there is a clash in the lesson timetable and therefore it will not allow the swap to happen. One additional functionality added was an email notification that was sent after a vacancy has opened up. So if I were to register for a course which has no vacancies currently, I'll be pushed into the waiting list, shown here. However, if a student in that course who has already registered earlier drops that course, I'll be pushed from the wait list back into the registered list and an email notification will be sent. This will be shown here. As you can see, an email has been sent notifying me, the user, that I have been registered for the course. This concludes our student functionalities. Moving on to the admin menu. Shown here is our admin menu. The first two selections are with regards to adding and removing students from the system. If I enter in an existing student's username, it will show an error. So I have to add in a username that doesn't exist. Enter the name, and if I enter a matriculation number that already exists, an error message is shown as well. Therefore, I have to enter in a matric number that does not exist. The rest are all details about this specific student. And now, for the access start and end times, we have to make sure that it follows the format correctly. If it does not, an error will be shown. Now we can confirm whether we want to add the student or not, and yes, we will. To remove a student, we simply type in their matriculation number. If we type in one that does not exist, it will say that it's not found in the database. So we have to find a matriculation number from this list right here. So if it's found, we can remove this student from the database. Next is our access period of students. If an invalid matriculation number is added, it will say that there is not a valid metric number. So we have to add in the metric number of a student that is valid. So we'll change the start time and the end time. And I'll update the access. So if I log out now and show you just now where we had a student who could not log in, they should be able to log in now. As you can see, this student can in fact log in. So now I'll move on back to the admin menu. Next, we can display the student list by index number or course. This shows that there is this student within this index number that has registered for 2002. And for course, we'll be able to see all of the students within all of the index numbers who are registered. Next, we can print a list of all of the students within the star system as shown here. And we can also edit the course or index of a course. So right here we have 9 separate choices. To add, we simply follow the input request. Enter a course code. If we enter one that already exists, an error message will be shown. So now we can enter a new course. I'll be calling it hardware. If we enter in a non-numerical number, an error will be shown. So we have to enter in a numerical number for the academic units. Next, we just follow. And this exam date and time also has error handling. So if it is not correct, an error message will be shown like earlier. I will confirm to add this course. Next, if I want to remove a course, I have to make sure that it is within the list, as an error message will be shown if it is not. So now I'll remove the course I just created and confirm. And therefore, hardware, as you can see, has been removed successfully. Next, we want to update the school as well as the exam date and time of a specific course. So let's say for 2003, from SCSE, I want to change it to CEE. We can do that right here. And you can see that actually it has been changed to CEE. Next, I want to change the course code. If I enter in a course code I want to change to 2003, let's say, and I want to change it to 2007. We can show this again through here. As you can see, computer graphics has been changed to 2007. Now, for adding and removing indexes for a specific course, we can enter in new index numbers, as I'll show here. If I enter in an index number that already exists, an error message is shown. Therefore, I have to enter one that does not exist at all. It will have only one class for example purposes, and I'll set a day and a time for the class. As you can see, it has been successfully added, and when I show it in the list of indexes, it appears here. Next, we want to be able to remove that index. Right now, I'll remove the index that I just created, 1004, and as shown here, it is indeed removed. Right now, I want to update the index and vacancy of a course. So, if I want to update the index numbers of a course, I'll enter the course first, and then the index number I want to modify and its new index number. And when I check the index for the course, it is in fact changed. Lastly, I want to be able to change the vacancy. If I update the vacancy for a particular course, let's say 1007, I want to change it to 100, and I confirm it. As you can see, you can check using option 8 for the vacancy of the course, and it now has 100 within the vacancy. Lastly, the last two options you see here, 9 and 10, have been shown earlier as they show the available courses and the list of indexes. Thus, this concludes our admin menu and our demonstration of our STARS application. Thank you.